Good morning, students. Am I audible? Whether my voice is audible? Okay. Who are getting incomplete audio? ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ? So in your region, the network area will be very less. Okay. So please go through go to other place where you will get a full network so that you guys can hear me clearly. Okay. So to tell about yesterday mock test. Yesterday mock test. Most of you attended yesterday mock test. I really appreciate the number. Bhuvan, Shweta, Ranjita, Bhagya, Sanjana, Harshita, Pavan, Madan Nayak, Shahin, Ananya, Raj. So around 11 to 12 students attended the mock test yesterday of locomotion and movement, and the highest is Shweta, Ranjita, Madan got 23, second highest, and Harshita got 21. So highest out is scored by Ranjita and Bhagya. Sorry, Ranjita and Shweta. Fine. So good going. Keep up the same spirit. Now I will be sharing with you the mock test link of today's chapter. The mock test link of today's chapter, breathing and exchange of gases. Very important chapter as it is from a physiology concept. Okay. Huh. So guys, here is, you can open the chat box and here you can observe, sorry, you can get the link of CET mock test of breathing and exchange of gases. CET as well as link, CET as well as NEET. Okay. Now let us proceed to the first question of today, that is breathing and exchange of gases. Yes. Okay. So first question of today about breathing and exchange of gases. Earthworms respire through organs called A. Trachea, B. Cuticle, C. Book lungs, D. Heart. Earthworm respire through organs called. Which are the respiratory organs of earthworms? Yes. Who is going to answer this first? Okay, the quick response is given by Syed Muhammad Madan Nayak, Shanta. Please, all of you, change your chat box setting, message setting as message to Nithi ma'am. Shweta answered it. Jyoti Natekar is active on YouTube. Dhanush HJ answered it. Good. So most of you voted for option B. I'm sorry. Most of you voted for option B. That is cuticle anta. Let us check the answer. Very good. The right answer is option B. That is cuticle. Trachea, book lungs. Book lungs we will observe in Scorpio, right? Heart is not at all the organ. It is not a respiratory organ, right? Trachea also we can observe in some insects. So option B, cuticle, andre skin ಮೇಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು part which is called cuticle, through which the respiration takes place in earthworm. Let us proceed to the next question. Tracheal tubes are present for which type of organisms? Here, tracheal tubes anta irtave. Tracheal tubes are the structures, respiratory structures, which are present in which type of organism? A is birds, B is worms, C is frogs, D is insects. Quick response is given by Madan, Shanta. Yes, YouTube students, be fast. Reshma, Abu Sufyan, Dhanush HJ answered it. Sangamesh Nellur is active on YouTube and answered it as option B for the first question. Exactly right answer. Do answer to the next question. Very good. The quick response from Sangamesh as option D. Insects anta. So Pavitra Subramanya Shweta also voted for option D. Let us check the answer. Tracheal tubes are present in option D, that is certain insects. Howda? Next question. Aquatic arthropods and mollusks use which organ for respiration? Aquatic arthropods and mollusks. Aquatic andre which lives in water. A. Lungs, B. Gills, C. Eyes, D. Nose. Very easy question and quick response is given by Reshma, Abu Sufyan, Shanta, Dhanush HJ, Madan Nayak. Yes, YouTube students, be fast. Syed Muhammad answered to it. Good going. Yeah, Bhimabai Ambedkar's answered to the question as option D, anta. Nose. Okay, they asked in aquatic organism. So what is the respiratory organ in aquatic organism exactly? So Sangamesh Nellur answered it. Pavitra Subramanya answered it. Very easy question and the response is option B as you all voted, that is gills. Okay, so inside the water, the respiratory organ will be gills. Next question. Which organism classification can breathe through moist skin? ಹೌದಾ ಯಾವ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಮಾಯಿಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ? Is it birds, mammals, reptiles, amphibians? Yes. Yeah, the quick response is given by Madan, Shanta, Syed Muhammad, Dhanush HJ. Fine. Yes, YouTube students. Abu Sufyan answered it. Yeah. Sangamesh Nellur answered to the question. Good. So most of you voted it for option C and option D. Bhimabai Ambedkar, Jyoti Natekar is active on YouTube. So here, actually, as the amphibians lives in water as well as on land. So when they are on land, they will respire through the lungs or the moist skin. When they are in the water, they will respire through the gill slits. So option D, amphibian is the right answer. Reptiles anta ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನ vote ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ option C ಅಂತ. So reptiles are totally terrestrial animals. ಇವು terrestrial animals ಆಗಿದ್ದು, they have the lungs for the respiration. Okay, they will respire through lungs. Next question. Which vertebrate have the most developed respiratory system? ಯಾವ vertebrate ಅಲ್ಲಿ you can see most developed respiratory system? Most developed respiratory system. Option A, mammals, B, reptiles, C, aves, D, amphibians. Which vertebrates have the most well-developed respiratory system? Madan, Reshma, Prithvi, Syed Muhammad, Dhanush, HJ answered it. Good going. Shanta, Mahek, Mahi, and yeah, most of you answered it as Pavitra Subramanya. Fine. So, which vertebrate have the most well-developed respiratory system? When we come to the amphibians, amphibians will respire through moist skin and the lungs. Aves will respire through lungs, that is birds. Reptiles will respire through lungs only. Okay. Mammals andre now, right? So we are also a part of the mammals. Example, mammals will be having well defined, what we can say, respiratory system: nose, trachea, windpipe, lungs, alveolus, bronchi, bronchioles. So this well developed respiratory system is observed in mammals only, which is the last, what we can say, is a class of the vertebrate. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತವೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಪೈಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫಿಶಸ್. ಫಿಶಸ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರು ಬಂದ್ರು? ಫಿಶಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರು ಬಂದ್ರು? ಆಂಫಿಬಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರು, ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರು ಬಂದ್ರು? ಟೋಟಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರು, ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ರೆಪ್ಟೈಲ್ಸ್. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ದ ಫ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್, ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ, ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫ್ಲೈ ಇನ್ ದ ಏರ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಒಂದು ಏವ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಬಂದ್ವು. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ದ ಹೈಯರ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬಂತು. ಸೊ ದ ವೆಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಟರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ವೆಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟಿವ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ವೆಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಟರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, well-developed circulatory system, digestive system, respiratory system. So these all will be observed in the mammals only. So option A is a right answer. So I think very few, only I got the answer from YouTube. Okay, only very few of you voted for option A. ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Birds ಗೆ vote ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. So sixth question goes like this. A fish which is taken and brought to land dies within a few minutes because of. Okay na? A is global warming, B is high temperature, C is pressure absence, D is inability to respire. Okay. Dhanush, Reshma answered it. Mahek Mahi, Madan Nayak answered it. Bhuvan answered it. Sangamesh Nallur, Jyoti Natekar via YouTube answered it. Syed Muhammad answered it. So most of you answered it as option D. Some of you answered it as option B, that is high temperature anta. So the right answer for this question is option D. Why? Because the dissolved oxygen ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿ dissolved oxygen ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಏರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, that will be also having the oxygen which is dissolved in air, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅಕ್ವೆಟಿಕ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಲೆಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್. ಸೊ ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ, ಇನ್ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಟು ರೆಸ್ಪೈರ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ಆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಸಫಿಶಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟು ಸಿಗದೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಗ it faces a difficulty to respire. So option D ಅನ್ನೋದೇನಿದೆ, inability to respire. Most of you answered it as option D. Some of you answered it as high temperature. Allah, it is not a scientific reason. Being science students, you should know option D, inability to respire ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ a fish cannot respire. Next question, which of the following is not a part of human respiratory system? Very easy question. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಟರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ? ಎ ಇಸ್ ಫ್ಯಾರಿಂಕ್ಸ್, ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೈ, ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರೆಕಿಯಾ, ಡಿ ಇಸ್ ಲ್ಯೂಮನ್. ಮಹೆಕ್ ಮಾಹಿ, ಶ್ವೇತಾ, ಶಾಂತ, ಭುವನ್, ಧನುಷ್ HJ, ರೇಷ್ಮಾ, ಮದನ್ ನಾಯಕ್, Sangamesh Nellur answered via YouTube. Bhimabai Ambedkar, Pavitra Subramanya. So most of you voted for option D. So pharynx, alveoli, tracheae. No doubt these are the parts of human respiratory system. Then the right answer for this question is lumen annodu. It is not a part of respiratory system. Option D is the right answer. Next question. Which of the following part is known as sound box of our body system? ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ? A is vocal gland, B is pharynx, C is larynx, D is nasopharynx. ರೇಷ್ಮಾ, ಪವಿತ್ರ, ಮದನ್, ಸೈಯದ್ ಮಹಮ್ಮದ್, ಶಾಂತ. Shanta, are you added to WhatsApp group? I sent a request yesterday, whether it has done or no. Sangamesh Nellur answered via YouTube. Dhanush, alveoli is a part which can alveolus air sacs anta kariteve, which are found in bronchiole end alli baratte. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮರಿ ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಮೆಮರಿ ಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೈ ಅನ್ನೋ ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿರ್ತಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಅಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಬೇರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಟರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಅಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಬೇರೆ. ಮೆಮರಿ ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಅಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೈಗಳಿರ್ತಾವೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಟರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಅಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೈಗಳಿರ್ತಾವೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಚ್ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ವೆಸಲ್ಸ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್. So this is the difference between alveoli in the respiratory system and alveoli in the mammary gland. So let us check the answer here. The right answer for this question is option C, that is larynx. Larynx anta kariteve ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. Okay na? Next. If anyone wants to join WhatsApp group, ನೀವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ, ತುಂಬಾ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಏನಿರತ್ತೆ. ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸೆಂಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ನೇಮ್, ಫುಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ನೇಮ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಆಡ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಾ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ತುಂಬಾ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ 9th ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಫುಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎಂಟರಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಗ್ಲಾಟಿಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ವಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್. ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಫುಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಬೈ ಎಂಟರಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಫುಡ್ ಪೈಪ್, ವಿಂಡ್ ಪೈಪಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ, ಹೋಗದೆ ಇರೋ ಹಾಗೆ. ಎ ಇಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾರಿಂಕ್ಸ್, ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ಪೆರಿಗ್ಲಾಟಿಸ್, ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ಲಾಟಿಸ್, ಡಿ ಇಸ್ ಎಪಿಗ್ಲಾಟಿಸ್. ವಿಚ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಫುಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎಂಟರಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಗ್ಲಾಟಿಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ವಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್? ಪವಿತ್ರ, ಸೈಯದ್ ಮಹಮ್ಮದ್, ಧನುಷ್, ಮೆಹಕ್, ದೆನ್ ಒಂದೇ ಸಲ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಯುವರ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ಅಸ್. 5-6 ಸಲ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಎಸ್ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಮದನ್ ನಾಯಕ್, ಶಾಂತ, Sangamesh Nellur from YouTube answered it. Okay, let us check the answer. The right answer for this question is option D, that is epiglottis. So glottis ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಂಡ್ ಪೈಪ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫುಡ್ ಪೈಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಲಾಟಿಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಪಿಗ್ಲಾಟಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಎಪಿಗ್ಲಾಟಿಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ, ವೈಲ್ ಸ್ವಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಫುಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸಸ್ ದ ವಿಂಡ್ ಪೈಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಟ್ರೇಕಿಯಾನ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ದ ಫುಡ್ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಫುಡ್ ಪೈಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಇಸೋಫೇಗಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೈ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ವೈಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಫುಡ್. ಹೌದಾ, ಊಟ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ, ತಿಂಡಿ ತಿನ್ನುವಾಗ, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ತಿನ್ನುವಾಗ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ವೆನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋ ದಟ್ ಏರ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಲೋ ದಟ್ ಎಪಿಗ್ಲಾಟಿಸ್ ಟು ಓಪನ್. ಹೌದಾ, ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದ ಫುಡ್ ಮೇ ಎಂಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ವಿಂಡ್ ಪೈಪ್. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಮ್ಮು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಗಂಟ್ಲು ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಸಿಕ್ತಂಗ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ವೆನ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಫುಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಕ್, ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂಗಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಫುಡ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಎಪಿಗ್ಲಾಟಿಸ್. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಊಟ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಮಾತಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಸೊ ರಕ್ಷಿತ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಂಗಮೇಶ್ ನೆಲ್ಲೂರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ via YouTube. So option D is a right answer. Next question. At which thoracic vertebrae does the trachea branch? ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಥೊರಾಸಿಕ್ ವರ್ಟಿಬ್ರೆ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೆಕಿಯಾ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ದ ಕಾರ್ಟಿಲೇಜಿನಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಕಾರ್ಟಿಲೇಜಿನಸ್ ರಿಂಗ್, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಅಂತ. ಎ ಈಸ್ 6th vertebrae, ಬಿ ಈಸ್ 4th vertebrae, ಸಿ ಈಸ್ 5th vertebrae, ಡಿ ಈಸ್ 2nd vertebrae. Yes, Shanta answered it. Madan Nayak answered it. Shanta, I asked you a question. Are you added to the WhatsApp group? Yesterday I sent a request. Are you added to the WhatsApp group ಅಂತ ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಡೂ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್. ಸೈಯದ್ ಮಹಮ್ಮದ್, ಪವಿತ್ರ ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯ, ಧನುಷ್ HJ answered it. Sangamesh Nellur answered via YouTube. Okay. So most of you voted it for option C. Some of you voted it for option A. Bhima Bai Ambedkar answered it via YouTube. So the right answer for this question is option C. Andre 5th vertebrae. 5th vertebrae alli enagate namma trachea branch agate. Next question. Trachea, bronchi and bronchioles are all supported by. ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೆಕಿಯಾ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಬ್ರಾಂಕೈ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಬ್ರಾಂಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ? ಎ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಟಿಲೇಜಿನಸ್ ರಿಂಗ್, ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಟಿಲೇಜಿನಸ್ ರಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಸಿ ಇನ್ ಕಾರ್ಟಿಲೇಜಿನಸ್ ರಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಡಿ ಬೋನ್ಸ್. Okay. I will not add to the WhatsApp group. I will be sending your number to the team members. They will add you to the group. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು, ಆಡ್ ಆಗಿದೇನೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಅಂತ. ಧನುಷ್, ಸೈಯದ್ ಮಹಮ್ಮದ್, ದೆನ್ ಮದನ್ ನಾಯಕ್. Okay. Most of you voted it for option A, that is incomplete cartilaginous rings anta. Let us check the answer. The right answer is exactly incomplete. Andre C shaped alli, if this is a tube anta andre, tracheal tube anta andre, so only half of it will be covered by the cartilaginous rings, not completely. So option A is the right answer. Sangamesh Nellur Rakshit answered it correctly via YouTube, and most of you answered it correctly. Okay, some of you got confused with option B, complete cartilaginous rings alla, only half of the cartilaginous rings will be covering the trachea, bronchi and bronchioles. Next question. Which of the following is not a characteristic of alveoli? So ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು alveoli ನ ಗುಣಲಕ್ಷಣವಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. A is thick, B is thin, C is irregular walled, D is vascularized. Thick ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಪ್ಪ, thin ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತೆಳುವಾಗಿರತ್ತೆ, irregular walled ಅಂದ್ರೆ the wall of it is not even, thick ಅಲ್ಲ thin ಅಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದೊಂದ್ ಕಡೆ thick ಇದೆ, ಒಂದೊಂದ್ ಕಡೆ thin ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. D is vascularized. Vascularized ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is rich in blood vessels ಅಂತ. So which of the following is not a characteristic of a alveoli? Reshma, Shweta, Dhanush, Pavitra, Madan Nayak, Sangamesh Nellur answered via YouTube. Yes. Okay. So most of you answered it as option A. Few of you answered it as option B. So the right answer for this question is option A, that is thick. Alveoli will not be thick. At certain region, it will be thin and irregular walled. and it will be rich in blood vessels, which is called as vascularized. So B, C, D are the characteristics of blood vessels. A is not a characteristics of, sorry, alveoli. B, C, D are the characteristics of alveoli. A is not a characteristic of alveoli. Next question. Which network comprise the lung? ಯಾವ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಲಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೊಂದಿದೆ, ಕಾಂಪ್ರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಲಂಗ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ? ಬ್ರಾಂಕೈ ಅಂಡ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್, ಟ್ರೆಕಿಯಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೆಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್, ಬ್ರಾಂಕೈ, ಬ್ರಾಂಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ವಿಯೋಲೈ, ಡಿ ಟ್ರೆಕಿಯಾ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಲಂಗ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆಲ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ಸೊ the quick response is given by Shweta, Pavitra, Dhanush. Yes, YouTube students. Madan Nayak. Sangamesh Nellur, Rakshit answered it. So most of you voted it for option C. Few of you voted it for option A. So which network comprises the lung anta ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ option C. Trachea irata, trachea irata. Trachea will get branched into bronchi. Bronchi will get branches into bronchioles. Bronchioles will be containing the alveoli. So bronchi, bronchioles and alveoli. Okay, Shanta. In Sankalp CET group only the link will be sent. ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. CET ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Fine. So option C, bronchi, bronchioles and alveoli is a right answer. So option C is a right answer for this. Next question. Trachea is a straight tube extending up to the. Trachea is a straight tube extending up to the end of pharynx, middle of larynx, posterior of the thoracic cavity, anterior of the thoracic cavity. Posterior andre what we can say is the back portion, or we can say the behind portion of it. Anterior antandre the front view. Okay, the front portion of thoracic cavity. Trachea is a straight tube. Trachea ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು, ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಟ್ಯೂಬು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮದನ್ ನಾಯಕ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಸಂಗಮೇಶ್ ನೆಲ್ಲೂರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ via YouTube. Yeah, what about others? Be fast. ಧನುಷ್, ಪಿ ಅಂತ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ. ಓಕೆ. Yes, what about others? Be fast. Girls. Syed Muhammad. Yes, YouTube students. Bhima Bhai Ambedkar. Rakshit, what is your answer on this? Fine, let us check the answer here. The right answer is option D, anterior of thoracic cavity. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ thoracic cavity ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೆಕಿಯಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಪ್ಲೂರಾ ಈಸ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಲೇಯರ್ಡ್. ಪ್ಲೂರಾ ಅನ್ನೋ ಲೇಯರ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕವರಿಂಗ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್? ಎ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾಟ್ ಲೇಯರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಬಿ ಈಸ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಲೇಯರ್ಡ್. ಸಿ ಈಸ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಲೇಯರ್ಡ್. ಡಿ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಲೇಯರ್ಡ್. Pavitra, Madan answered it. Yes, YouTube students. Sangamesh Nellur, Jyoti Natekar answered via YouTube. Dhanush HJ answered it. So, the right answer for this question is option C. It will be double layered. Pleura is double layered. Next question. In which respiratory part does the diffusion of gas takes place? Diffusion ಯಾವ part ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ? Okay, respiratory part ಅಲ್ಲಿ. A is alveoli, B is bronchi, C is bronchioles, D is trachea. In which respiratory part does the diffusion of gas takes place? Be fast. Very easy question. I expect quick responses from everyone. Be fast. I'm sorry. Dhanush, Madan answered it. Jyoti Natekar, Sangamesh answered via YouTube. So most of you voted it for option A. What about others? Rakshit answered it. Pavitra Subramanya answered it. So most of you voted it for option A. That is alveoli anta. Exactly, that is a right answer. Next question. Where are Bowman's glands found? Bowman's glands ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ observe ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ where it is situated? A is olfactory epithelium, B is cortical nephrons, C is juxtamedullary nephrons, D is anterior pituitary. Shanta answered it. Where are Bowman's glands found? Madan Nayak. Yes, YouTube students, Bowman's glands ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಸಿಗತ್ತೆ? Sangamesh Nellur, Rakshit answered it. Dhanush HJ. Okay. What about others? Girls and boys. ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಚಾಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಕಾಂಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಅ ಲೆಟರ್ ಎಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್. ಬರೆಯಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ಶ್ಯೂರ್ ನೋ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಬೆಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಟಿವಿ ಹತ್ರ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬೇಕೋ ಹಂಗ್ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. Syed Muhammad answered it. So, the right answer for this question is option A. Olfactory epithelium. Bowman's glands ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ? Olfactory epithelium ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ Bowman's gland. So, hyaline cartilage is not found in. A is thyroid cartilage. Okay. A is thyroid cartilage, B is sarcoid cartilage, C is arytenoid cartilage, D is cartilage of Santorini. So what is the answer? Dhanush HJ answered it. and others also answered it. So Sangamesh Nellur answered via YouTube. Most of you answered it as option D anta, cartilage of Santoni. So option D is a right answer. Next question. Gaseous exchange occurs in. Gaseous exchange ಎಲ್ಲಾಗತ್ತೆ? A is bronchial tree, B is respiratory tree, C is tracheae, D is larynx. Shweta, Madan, Pavitra Subramanya, Sanjana. Yes, YouTube students. Dhanush. So gaseous exchange occurs in respiratory tree anta ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Madan Nayak answered it. So let us check the answer here. The right answer is option B. Respiratory tree alli gaseous exchange ಆಗತ್ತೆ. 20th question. 20th question goes like this. The process which involves gaseous exchange between the organism and environment is called. So the process in which exchange of gases takes place between the organism and environment. A is metabolism, B is photosynthesis, C is respiration, D is exchange processes. Madan Nayak answered it. Pavitra Subramanya. Sanjana. Yes, YouTube student Sangamesh Nellur answered via YouTube. Shweta answered it. Rakshit answered it. So most of you answered it as ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ exchange of gases ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Photosynthesis ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? I don't know why some of you voted for option B ಅಂತ. Right? Photosynthesis ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Absorption of light and preparation of food in the plants is called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis ಗೂ exchange of gases ಗೂ ಏನ್ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಿಇಟಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಓದ್ದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಹೋಯ್ತು, ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? ಬಿ ಫೋಟೋಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ವೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ವೋಟೆಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ದ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್. ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ? ಎ ಇಸ್ survival instincts, B is habitats, C is levels of situation, D is habits. Yes. Madan Nayak, Sanjana, Sangamesh Nellur answered via YouTube. Pavitra. Okay. Jyoti Natekar, Rakshit answered it. So the right answer for this question is option B, habitats, the place where they live. If they live in water, it will be different. If they live on land, it will be different. So like that. If they live in humid areas, it will be different. So 22nd question. Which of the following organism undergo respiration through diffusion? ಕೆಳಗಿನ organism ಅಲ್ಲಿ diffusion ಮೂಲಕ respiration ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ? A is sponges, B is mammals, C is bats, D is whales. Which of the following organism undergo respiration through diffusion? Chinmaya MR answered to the question. Sanjana, Madan Nayak. Yes, YouTube student Sangamesh Nellur answered to the question. Yeah. So most of you voted it for option A anta, that is sponges. right? Sponges are nothing but the poriferans, the lower organisms, the invertebrates. So option A is the right answer. Next question, which one of the following is secreted by pneumatocyte type 2 cells? ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ನಿಮ್ಯಾಟೋಸೈಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ 2 cells ಇಂದ ಸಿಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ? A is actin, B is lecithin, C is mucus, D is lysine. Actin, lecithin, mucus, lysine. Shweta, Madan, Syed Muhammad, Sanjana, Pavitra Subramanya, Sangamish Nellur from YouTube answered it. So most of you voted it for option D, lecithin anta. Sorry, option B, lecithin anta. Exactly the right answer. Next question. Human lungs are made up of. Human lungs ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ? 2 right lobes, 3 left lobes, 2 right lobes, 3 left lobes. Okay, option A ಮತ್ತೆ B ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ. 3 right lobes and 2 left lobes, 3 right lobes and 3 left lobes. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2. Yes, 24th question. Sangamesh Nellur answered to the question. Sanjana answered it. Madan Nayak answered it. So most of you voted it for option A anta. So let us check the answer. Option C ಏನಿದೆ? 3 right lobes. Right lungs ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3 lobes ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ left lung ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 lobe ಇರ್ತವೆ. So 3 right lobes, 2 left lobes is a right answer. Next question. 25, fifth question. External nostrils, vestibules, nasal chambers, internal nares, nasopharynx, X, larynx, trachea. What is X here? Glottis, alveoli, atria, bronchi. External nostrils, vestibules, nasal chamber, internal nasal cavity, nasopharynx, X, larynx, trachea. Yes. Shweta answered it. Madan Nayak answered it. Shweta answered for 24th. Okay. Sangamish Nellur answered it. Then Pavitra, Sanjana answered it. Shanta answered it. Okay. The confusion is between A, B and as well as C. So when you know the path of respiratory system, you can answer this well. So option A, glottis. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ external nostrils ಆಗತ್ತೆ, vestibules ಆಗ್ತವೆ, nasal chamber ಆಗತ್ತೆ, internal nasal cavity ಒಳಗಡೆ, nasopharynx, then glottis. Okay, then it will go to larynx and trachea. So option A, what it is, glottis is the right answer. In the trachea, the dash C-shaped cartilaginous rings are present. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು cartilaginous rings ಗಳು ಇರ್ತವೆ ಟ್ರೆಕಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ? 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 16 to 20, 20 to 25. Madan Nayak answered it. Sanjana. Bhimabai Ambedkar answered to the question. Sangamish Nellur answered it. So the right answer for this question is the trachea will be having 16 to 20 C-shaped cartilaginous rings. Exactly right, Sangamish. Option C is the right answer. Diaphragm increases the volume of thoracic cavity in dorsal ventral axis, anterior posterior axis, lateral regions, sideways. Diaphragm increases volume of thoracic cavity in ಯಾವ ರೀಜನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ? ಮದನ್ ನಾಯಕ್, ಸಂಜನಾ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಟು ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಅದರ್ಸ್? ಬಿ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್. Chinmaya, MR, Sanjana answered it. Okay, fine. So the right answer for this question is option B, that is anterior posterior axis ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ diaphragm increases volume of the thoracic cavity. So this is about the important questions of breathing and exchange of gases. Now I will be sharing with you all the Google form link, CET mock test Google form link. Do attend the test and observe your performance. Practice makes the man perfect, alva. So do attend the series and maximum confidence you will get, maximum practice you will get. Okay, so here I will be sharing the NEET link also, CET link also. Do attend the this one. Tomorrow we are going to discuss the concept of living world. Living world concept ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ನಾಳೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. Let me share you the notes of it. ಸೊ ಡೂ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಡೂ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೂನ್. Yes, the PDF format of Living World notes has been sent. Please do download it and make maximum use of it. Okay, I hope everyone got the notes. Everyone got the notes? Yes. Yes, YouTube students, you can get the mock test link here. Both NEET and CET mock test I have been pasted in the chat box. Okay, fine. So let me end up the session here. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye-bye.